if you've practiced the handstand before or been practicing it for a while, you've probably noticed that it's challenging. Now, I learned this, and there was a day when my friends were kicking up in the handstand. They were kicking up and kicking up and kicking up, and I thought, hey, can you teach me to do the same thing? And they couldn't. They just said kick up and hold. And naturally, they'd done gymnastics growing up, and I hadn't. I started to learn the handstand later in life. Anyway, it took me a long time to start to work out, well, what makes up the handstand? And the biggest thing first that I noticed that between those that can stay up in a handstand and those that fall down is awareness. And we've developed a series of drills in this video that will help build your handstand awareness and get you one step closer to achieving a freestanding handstand. So stay tuned and check it out. This is the first drill to establish and improve your basic handstand awareness. You use the wall as a reference. Essentially here you want to focus on pulling your ribs in towards your hips to flatten out your lower spine while you press your arms up towards the sky and pull your ankle bones in together. Effectively, you're moving dynamically in and out of the rep, and this will help you improve your sensitivity of what basic handstand position feels like when upside down. The front body line drill serves as a tool to develop your awareness, to teach you alignment between the shoulders, hips, and legs. This should be a foundational drill in all of your handstand practice, no matter how advanced. To effectively perform the dynamic front body line, you really want to focus on engaging the ribs, pulling them in towards your hips first. Once that position's set in, you'll then attempt to lift your arms up. Focus on shallow breathing and keeping your toes pointed throughout the movement. In the event that you haven't yet got the flexibility or strength required to perform the full dynamic front body line, you'll take the arms out of the equation. In this drill, you'll just focus on the rib and hip position. Focus on pulling the ribs in towards the hips to flatten the lower spine. Once you can confidently perform the previous progression, you'll then start to work in the arms once again. From here, you'll get the ribs into a good position, then you'll lift the arms up into a T position and move it overhead as much as you can whilst maintaining a good quality rib position. In the back body line, you'll begin to build awareness and specific strength in what gymnasts refer to as the hollow body position. This will teach you how to engage your abdominals and pull the ribs in towards the hips while maintaining appropriate body tension in the legs and arms. If you need to make the full back body line easier, you simply focus on the upper portion of the movement. With this, you want to focus on keeping the arms straight and pushing that lower back flat into the ground. Make sure you keep your legs and feet actively engaged. If you need to regress the movement further, you'll simply cross the arms in front of the body, reducing the amount of weight that you're lifting. All of the same points apply here. Continue to pull the ribs in towards the hips, push the lower back flat into the ground. Once you develop confidence with the previous two progressions, you'll then start to reintegrate the legs into the dynamic back body line. Here, you may want to focus on gradually straightening the legs over time in the event that you can't keep your lower back flat on the ground. So as you can see here, I'm bending the legs, working towards straightening them over time. Make sure you perform this competently with quality. The key to quality awareness in your kick-up is to position your shoulders over your hands from the get-go. The next step is to focus on what's called energy in the legs. Basically, you're focusing on keeping the toes pointed and the legs straight. This will help improve accuracy as you learn to progressively build your range over time. You should only progress height in the kick-up when you can land softly. Progress this gradually, and with practice, you may find yourself ending up in the top position like so. Keep using the wall in your practice to gauge efficiency and accuracy. Aim to kick up to the wall silently.
Well done. You've made it to the end of the video, but don't stop yet. It's really important. You've now got some great information, but it's only information until you put it into practice. Practice consistently. This is the key of the handstand and really developing all movement. It's not about perfection, it's about progression. And how do you get progression? You practice. Practice, practice, practice. So keep practicing. If you've got questions, post them in the comments below. Connect with us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all of that sort of jazz, and we'd love to hear from you.